Hey y'all, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be recording standing up because I don't know, everywhere like in the house, like the lighting is kind of weird and different, and I feel like the lighting in here is a lot better, and I don't feel like sitting down. I feel like standing up today because I'm in a real good mood. I've been sick, I've been feeling good, and just been like getting my mental together and everything. So, I felt really good. I said I'm gonna make sure I upload for y'all. I did my hair all nice. I did my makeup really cute, and I'm just in love with it. I'm just in love with green. I love green eyeshadow. I love green everything as far as wearing. The hair is given, the makeup is given, the jewelry is given, the whole fit, everything is given. Except for my pants or whatever, because they're in the dryer. So I'm gonna do a fit check later or whatever. When I have it, my pants are dry or whatever. But it's really cute, and yeah, I just feel really good in a much better space than I did a few days ago. It's just been, oh my goodness. So yes, so today is gonna be another story time. But before we get into that, make sure that y'all do like and subscribe. The views have been going up, but not too many people viewed my last video. So what's going on right there? What's going on? Because like I need answers. I need to know why y'all aren't liking and subscribing and looking at the videos. I mean, I'm giving you the content. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you, it's falling right into your hand, right into your lap. You got to take it though, baby. You got to take it. You got to appreciate it. You got to like and subscribe. And also make sure to follow my socials, my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, my Snapchat. I don't really get on Snapchat like that, but yeah, So before I get into this story time, I was thinking about doing a Q&A. Just so that y'all can like get to know me, anybody that follows me, anybody that is subscribed or whatever, or watches my videos and stuff. Just something just to get to know me or whatever. Just if you have any questions or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm not really like sure just yet. Like still trying to like figure out if I want to like do that or not. But next week I will be going out of town once again with my husband and his family for the holidays. So I definitely will be vlogging because I'm going to be getting out just a little bit more than last time. It just had a lot of emergencies, family emergencies and stuff going on, so I wasn't able to. And then I got back in town and I had so much to do, and then I ended up getting sick. So just a lot just has happened. But I'm definitely going to be doing like a little mini vlog. Definitely a lot of fit checks, so definitely tune in on that. And I definitely want to start doing a lot of more get ready with me, a lot more what's it called, skincare routines, because I was supposed to do a skincare routine the other day, but I was not feeling good and something happened, so I just had to like put that on the back end or whatever they say. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna get into this story. Yeah. So this story it's gonna be a little different. I promise you, I'm gonna get back to the whole ex-husband chronicles thing. But I kind of wanted to do this one. So I wouldn't say this happened like recently. I'll probably say maybe like a year or so ago. And it had to do with a coworker friend who I'm of course no longer cool with. And the main reason why I was no longer cool with this girl was because I just saw just a lot of shady stuff that was going on. I'm really nice, and even though I could be real quiet and real sweet and very emotional, I definitely wear my heart on my sleeve. That doesn't mean that you can take advantage of me or think you can play with me or any way, because it's either I have to cut you off or I end up having to put my hands on you. Like it's one or the other. Either this is myself or I hit you, and I don't want to do that because I have so much more to lose than most of those people out here, these girls out here or whatever. And I'm not just about to be doing that, especially over something stupid like when I can easily just let you go and move on, go about my business. So I might tell a story about this because how I kind of met this girl was out of this friend group from work. So it was like this little friend group or whatever, and me and her just happened to get close. I might tell that another day. It's just kind of being, I don't know, I'm not really sure, but definitely wanted to get into this one because I feel like even though I was cool and friends with some of them, I don't even know if I can say the word friend, because it's like you don't treat your friends like the way they treated me, like especially this girl. It's like no, which is why I have my guard up when it comes to females and stuff anyway, because it's like no matter how nice I am, no matter how genuine I am, it's always gonna be something. You're either being weird, you're being you intimidated, or you just talking about me behind my back, or you trying to be funny and embarrass me. And I feel like this girl did like all the above, you know. So pretty much, you know, after a while I got close with some of those people in that friend group, and I ended up, you know, getting real close with her. She was a few years older. I would say she's around my sister's age. So like I'm 26, 27 at the time. She's like in her early 30s or whatever. And I just kind of looked at her like a big sister. She just has this just very upbeat and just positive, just like to have fun. And I don't know, me being a quiet person, the louder ones, the more outgoing, extroverted ones, they always gravitate towards me. And I'll be thinking like, what do they be seeing? I mean, I know I have a outgoing side once I get comfortable around you, once I know you're not like weird like some of these people are. But you know, I'll be thinking like, what do they see? Like what makes them gravitate towards just a little quiet me being in the corner or whatever. So we started getting to know each other more, and I really started like vibing with her. She's real cool. And I feel like I vibe more with the older girls. Not either way, you know, either age, doesn't matter, but I just felt like we, you know, been through similar tiny similar things. But you know, it got to a point where, you know, she would confide in me, you know, tell her personal stuff, I tell her personal stuff. And you know, I had been there, you know, through a situation where she was just getting out of a friendship, and pretty much the girl just cut her off. She didn't want to be around her anymore. And not only that, but it was causing a lot of drama in that friend group involving, actually, I should give her a name. Because she's going to come back later. She's probably going to come back later. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to tell this story. But she's going to come back later. Messy. We'll call her messy because she turned out to be extremely messy. Probably still messy to this day, and probably still got my name in her mouth. I don't know, but whatever. We're gonna call her messy. So messy and this girl pretty much weren't friends anymore. The girl wanted nothing to do with her. And you know, even though I don't know the situation, which you got to always keep in mind when people are telling you situations and stuff about how they fall out with people or how they have problems, if the other person is going about their business, is not worried about them, or you know, not saying you shouldn't necessarily believe them, but like you said, it's two sides to every story. And I don't know, you just got to take stuff with a grain of salt at times. So but regardless, I did have her back, you know. And it seems like some of the people in the friend group were you know, I don't want to say turning on them, because they were still hanging out with her, as they should. I mean, if y'all friends, you shouldn't let anybody else's drama or personal business with another person that has nothing to do with you get in the way of y'all friendship. But you know, other than that, you know, I still had her back. And the way she was explaining and giving the story to me was that the girl just started ignoring her. She didn't want to come around anymore. She didn't want to hang around the friend group. She would be encouraging her to come around, but the girl just didn't want to hang out. She said it just wasn't a vibe. And you can't blame people. I mean, if it doesn't vibe, it's not a vibe. Like, people don't want to come around, they don't want to come around. Like, you can't, you know, force anybody to do it. As long as she's friends with you, as long as y'all have still had that solid friendship, then it shouldn't be a problem for real. So you know, I noticed that, you know, even for a while, you know, it got to the point where Messy got so overwhelmed by, she said the girl kept talking about her, you know, saying that Messy was saying things about people in the other friend group and our friend group or whatever. And, you know, some people in the friend group kind of was just like, you know, she doing too much. They kind of keep their distance a little bit from her, some of them. And I guess Messy got a little overwhelmed by it, that she actually started, you know, swapping her shifts out, and she would pick up on a different day. Like, she would work day shift instead of working the night shift where we all work. And she would always come to me for advice, and I came to her for advice, and I would tell her, I said, don't let anybody run you out of working your shift. Like, this is your job. I said, there's plenty of people that I don't want to see all the time. I said, but am I running it and swapping shifts? No, because this is my shift. I said, as much as I would want to, that's not the shift that I work. That's not the shift that they hired me on. When it's time for me to work that shift, I'm going to make sure that that's my actual shift, and nobody's going to, get me out, keep me from coming here or whatever, unless it's a good reason, like why I don't want to work there anymore. I said, before a person, like one girl who you're not friends with anymore, I said, and she wasn't even on our shift. She's on a different shift. So it's like, you're not going to see her like that unless she's picking up overtime or something. So you don't need, and if you cross paths, you just cross paths. I do it all the time. It happens. We ain't cool. So it's just, it might be a little awkward for a while, but you will get over it. You'll be fine. And I was just getting out of a situation with a dude from that friend group that I had been talking to, and it got messy because he was being messy, and everybody in that friend group, well, almost everybody was being messy. So I didn't want to see him every night, those 3 nights out the week, but I still went because at the end of the day, this is a job, and you can't do the same thing. So I guess I knocked a little bit of sense in her, because she stopped doing it after a while. Because I was like, come back to the job. Everybody asking about you. People in the friend group asking about you. Stop. Like, So I'm just trying to be a, good friend and just listen to her or whatever. And I had her back. I didn't know the girl like that, and I didn't know the situation, so I probably shouldn't have judged. But the way that, Messy would be, she just seemed so hurt by it. She seemed really, really, like, frustrated about the situation, and she really cared about her, and she kept talking about it, even though she said she was angry and upset with her, she really still cared about her. And I was like, dang, like, how it is, like, people try to play that role, like, I'm not bothered, I'm not worried or whatever, but if it's somebody that's close to you or somebody that you care about, it's gonna bother you. You're gonna keep talking about it until you get it out of your head, until you're not bothered or worried about it anymore. Sometimes you just need to vent, and it seems like nobody else was really giving her that space to vent. So I just wanted to give her a space and be there for her as a friend or whatever, and let her know, like, you're not the only one that's like going through this or whatever. And it's just sad she didn't have that same energy, like, when it really, really mattered for me. But yeah, so she started coming again. She stopped doing it. I'm thinking kind of things are going back to normal. She's trying to pull me back into the friend group, because at this point I started kind of distancing myself a little bit, just because I can tell, like, I know when people are talking mess about me. I know when people are being fake. I know when people are being messy, and something just, I don't know, like, this is before I started taking my anxiety medication, but you can just feel. But maybe it's me, because I'm an empath. So, and just my anxiety, it's not right. It's a small percentage when I'm wrong. So it's like, I just started catching vibes, like, not good ones, just like really weird vibes that people were just talking about me. And it was just like, yeah, this is, that's just how I am. And I'm not going to, like, play games or, like, sugarcoat it with you. Like, and Messy would come to me and just be like, yeah, so all of them are just saying, like, why Courtney don't want to hang out with us, why Courtney don't come around or whatever, why is she doing this? But it's like, why. Number one, situation with old boy's awkward. It's uncomfortable. He's bringing a girl around or whatever. It's tension with us, and it's a situation that's making me uncomfortable. Doesn't mean I'm not going to hang out with y'all. We can hang out and stuff like that, but you have to take in consideration how people feel. Like, if somebody is getting into it with somebody, or it's an uncomfortable situation, I'm not going to force people into a room together or a place together. I just, like, give me my time, give me my space to get myself together, which is what I was trying to do, just get myself together, and then I'll come back. And that's what I told Messy, and I thought Messy was going back and telling them that either she was or she wasn't. She was just being messy, but 9 times out of 10 she was being messy. But I just felt like they all didn't give me that space that I needed to get myself together. It was like, you know, it's just like they weren't really being considerate of my feelings or whatever. And it's kind of like, it was kind of like they were kind of manipulating me a little bit. Oh, she got to get herself together. That means she don't want to hang around us anymore. She don't want to be around us no more. When it's like, that's not even it. It's like, you know the situation. He's your boy. I'm sure he's talking to all y'all. He's showing y'all messages and stuff. I'm sure y'all know, because boys gossip just as much as females do, if not more. Like, let's keep it all the way above. So I just felt like they were manipulating me in that situation, and it got to a point where I started dissing myself more, because I just feel like I know y'all talking mess about me now, and it's coming back to me, you know, because the message, she coming back bringing this stuff to me. And after a while, even Messy started manipulating me, like, you making excuses, you don't want to come around because of him, and you don't want to do this and that, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Like, one of the dudes in the friend group had a Halloween party. I don't celebrate holidays. I'm a witness. So I don't celebrate holidays. I don't smoke. I don't, you know, do the whole Halloween. I don't do the Christmas. I don't do anything. And everybody is entitled to their beliefs and what they want to do. But if it's just something that's about the holidays, I can't be involved in it. I can't compromise who I am or my faith to make you feel good or make you, you know, come happy or whatever. You know, I want you to be comfortable, but I also want to be comfortable myself. I can't, you know, sacrifice, you know, just, I can't do that. And it was like they were manipulating that, like, she making that as an excuse. You can't do this. Well, okay, it'll just be a costume party. It won't be a Halloween party. It doesn't matter if you make it a costume party. It's still on Halloween, and it's still about Halloween. You're doing it for Halloween. Like, and Messy would kind of just like fix it up and try to play it off and everything. And I was just like, they are really like being so insensitive to my beliefs and my feelings. And it's like, and then Messy would just be like, you make an excuse, you just don't want to see him, you just don't want to be around them or whatever. And I was just like, how did you just manipulate that situation just like that? Like, no. I was like, I'm really starting to get a feeling like they talking mess about you. They talking crap about you, Courtney. Like, they're talking about you. And ever since after that Halloween party, once I got off the phone with her, I said, once they had that party, I'm going to be the topic of conversation, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be, oh, we miss Courtney. It's going to probably be some, oh, F Courtney then. She don't want to come around us anyway. She don't rock with us. She not cool with us anyway. You know, forget her then. I know I was being talked about. Like, you know, when you don't really, you know, you're starting to distance yourself from people, or you kind of like the friendship is kind of hanging by a thread a little bit, and you know, like, even if you don't know the person like that, even if y'all not friends, you know when somebody is talking about you. You know when something about you is being talked about in a negative way. And I was just like, not only did I know that they were talking about me, I just got all this anxiety in my heart. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, because like I said, I started seeing Messy as like, almost like my big sister. Like, I love my big sisters to death, but I don't have a close relationship with them. Like I would. And, you know, we all got our own lives and stuff going on, but here I am thinking I'm really meeting somebody who I'm close to and looking up to her in a kind of in a way. And I just felt this anxiety in my heart, like, she's talking crap about me. The little manipulation games, the little being funny, trying to blame me for not wanting the Halloween thing, for the one for me, the time she's trying to blame me for wanting to get my space away from the group just to get myself together, because it's obvious tension with me and the dude and the girl he's bringing around. I was like, she's probably playing, like, she's playing both sides, playing back and forth, and I don't like it. So pretty much, a little fast forward, maybe like a week or so later, so a little fast forward a week later, we're at work or whatever. I'm hanging out with her. We're still hanging out on break. I feel like one break she would hang out with me, and then the next break she would go hang out with them, you know, do whatever, just hang out, listen to music, do whatever, chill. And some breaks I probably would go hang out with them, but it would be awkward because, like I said, like, he would start bringing a girl around, and then it's just like me and him weren't speaking because I did not want to speak to him. I cut him off. you moving funny and you showing messages, but whatever, we'll get there. But you know, I just started seeing little patterns with her. Like if we were around people or just amongst ourselves. It was one instance we were on break and we were just, you know, talking and joking and laughing about each other's stuff or whatever. And and it had just happened to be a dude or whatever that was in the friend group. Something about him talking to this girl, whatever he used to talk to, that's his business. I do not care. But Messy, this is some information that she told me about him and a girl that he was talking to. She told me all of this information about, you know, how it started, how it ended, how they, you know, met up, I guess, at work and, you know, just talked about the whole thing and just squashed the beef that they had or whatever. Even talking about how she wanted to follow her on social media because the girl wanted to follow her. And so once we get around a whole group and stuff and we get around a dude, she just straight up lied and then switched it on me. She said, yeah, because I saw the girl, whatever, like, Courtney, didn't you tell me you saw her? Messy, don't make me slap you, okay? Because you already know. Like, stop it. Stop it. I do not like liars. I don't like when people do that weird stuff. And why would you do that just now, like right in front of him? Like, not only did you lie, but you strategically did it. You just tried to take all the heat off of yourself to make yourself look good and then lie on me. I don't know this nigga. I don't know this ninja like that. I don't know his personal business. And me and the dude weren't even really cool like that at that time. Like, me and him kind of had tension. So what is wrong with you? Do you want me to slap you? When I tell you, it's so many times where I wanted to really slap Messy because she really tried. Like, she really would try. And the times that she would lie, that would make me so mad. But she was lying about this. And she was just like, yeah, because you told me, like, Courtney, didn't you say you wanted to you followed her on social media? Like, y'all had a conversation. And I was just like, so it's to the point where I had to convince the boy. I said, please don't think that I would ever be talking to anybody about your personal business like that. I said, because I don't even know that girl. I said, I've only seen her one time or whatever. I said, and that was in the car. I asked you one time about her in the car, and I didn't even know her name. The other boy in the group had to tell me. I did not know. I didn't even know who he was or she was. I see her maybe a few times. And all I knew is she had blonde hair and blue eyes. That's it. I never talked to her. And she was always mean mugging me. So she never spoke to me. We never had a conversation. I don't even think the girl liked me like that. The way she would mug me and be rude to me. So it's no way that I even had all this information. Like, Messy, you're weird. And oh my God, I just wanted to slap her so bad. And I said, Messy, now stop it. I said, now you literally told me all of that. Like, you literally told me that like a few days ago. How you got her social media information, how you ran into her when y'all was about to walk in for work, before he's about to clock in. How you follow her on Snapchat or whatever, all her personal business about how she moved on, she has a new dude and all this stuff, how she got pregnant again. Like, stop it before I air you out, because you starting to play games. And if you want to do this, I can air you all the way out. Stop it, Messy. So, you know, the dude understood or whatever, because I was like, yeah, I don't like that people lying on me and stuff like that. I said, I don't want you to ever think that I'm like Kiki Ken talking about your personal business, especially business that I didn't even know until Messy told me. So it's just like, and I felt bad for him because everybody talking about it, she keep bringing it up like, oh, yo, do y'all know the girl he was talking to? Do y'all know the girl he was talking to? Do you know? You remember, whatever? And the people was just like, I don't know, like, who you talking about, whatever. It's like she kept trying to bring it to life and bring the situation back up, and I could see the dude is uncomfortable. So I was just like, can we just stop talking about this? Because this is weird. You just brought that up out of random, like out of nowhere. Then you gonna lie on me. I said, and you didn't even consider how it's making him feel. I'm pretty sure he don't want to talk about this. He got his own life. He got his own situation going on. I don't think he wants to talk about it. So why are you? That's weird. And she just kept talking about it, and I felt so bad for him, you know, like, because that's annoying. Like, I don't think he And you know, you can tell like he and her have had personal conversations about it, and she's had conversations with the girl about it. So it's like, if somebody is confiding you or talking to you about something, if they don't want it brought to the light, why are you bringing it up, especially around a bunch of people who don't even know him like that or know the girl like that? And then lying on me, that's just emphasis on lying on me. I don't like that. That's so annoying. That's so weird. Like, Messy was real weird for that. She was so weird. And I had to check her, like, stop it. Like, Messy, don't do it. It's times where I would just have to check her and be like, you know how your mama be checking you when you going back and forth with her? Okay, but I did this and all right. But then she just be like, look, okay, check yourself. Like, that's how my mom does me when I'm doing too much or whatever. Like, that's how I had to get with Messy. Just check her on multiple occasions, because she's always like trying it. Like, she's always being weird, and I do not like that. So, you know, I let that situation go or whatever, and I don't know why I let it go, but when we were walking back from break after it was over, I told her, I said, Messy, why did you lie and say that I said that when you literally did? And she said, oh, girl, I forgot. Like, I thought that you, I don't remember. I thought, you know, you told me that or whatever. I said, you literally told me that a few days ago. I was driving you home from work, because this is before she got a car. I was driving you home. You literally told me that. So stop it. That's what she was doing. We were around there trying to cover her tracks, trying to keep herself from looking messy. Oh, didn't you? I thought you told me that or whatever. You know I didn't tell you that, Messy. Stop. And that should have been a red flag. That should have been a red flag. Because after this, it's just she just gets weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. I promise you, she gets weirder and weirder. So, fast forward, I would say probably like a couple days later, maybe a week later. I think they had the Halloween party. They did have the Halloween party before Halloween, but it was a Halloween party. So fast forward, it's Halloween, and I think at our job, you know, people will dress up in costumes and stuff like that. And everybody had like a costume on or whatever. Was it? Did I have a costume? You know what? Was it on Halloween? I don't even know. I don't think it was on Halloween. Maybe it was before Halloween, because it wasn't that. Okay, whatever. I don't remember. But either way, I had this cute little outfit on. I had all pink, and I had like a little, this is back when, you know, when the Barbie movie had just came out, and everybody had, you know, the Barbie shirts and the Barbie sweatshirts, Barbie pants and stuff like that. You know, the jackets and stuff, like all the, like the merchandise, like everybody was wearing it or whatever. And I love Barbie because I grew up with Barbie, okay? Like, we ain't have a lot, you know, growing up in Baltimore or whatever, in South Baltimore, Cherry Hill. But, you know, I always make sure that I had a Barbie on handy, you know, whether it's a Barbie or a Bratz or whatever. Like, I love me some Barbie, and I love the movie or whatever. So yes, I'm going to wear me a little Barbie shirt or whatever. So, you know, I think I went to Ross's and got like a cute little, it was this cute little Barbie shirt, like a little short sleeve little shirt, and it had like white lettering like with Barbie on it. And I had like this cute little pink hoodie. And I think I had like these cute little, kind of like bell bottom, like fitted little flare, pink leggings or pink pants or whatever. They were little flare pants, and it was real cute or whatever. It was a cute little outfit, and I had my little colorful sneakers on. And, you know, I'm thinking you know, at this time I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting better at it, but I've always suffered from, like, I just be feeling like my face looks a different way than how other people see it. So I always feel like I have facial dysmorphia. So I wasn't really feeling like good about myself that day. And I was just like, oh, I feel like my face looks weird. I didn't have no makeup on. I didn't do my eyebrows. Like, I did my hair up. I look cute, but when I don't have, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like my face just looks crazy. And so, you know, we were walking from break. We were just chilling. We were sitting in my car or whatever. We had our own little break. I think we picked up overtime or something. I think it was our shift. Maybe. It was our, no. Was it? It was our shift. Okay, I don't know where I was, what department I was, but whatever. So, you know, we're chilling, we're talking or whatever, chilling on break, just, you know, girl time or whatever. Same thing we always do. And so, we're walking in. I'm thinking everything is normal. You know, we usually just go our separate ways once you walk in. So we're walking in the entrance or whatever, past the little desk, and all of a sudden, Messy started trying to be funny, trying to be cute or whatever, talk about my outfit. And at first, like, I can joke, like, you know, I'm not against like joking and stuff. Me and Jordan crack jokes on each other all the time. I can crack jokes with anybody, but it's just how she was doing it. So, you know, we're walking in or whatever, and she was just like, all of a sudden, like, everything just changed. I was asking her advice about a dude. This is before I got with Jordan. So it was this guy, you know, I thought he was cute or whatever. And, you know, we got each other's Snapchats and stuff. But the more I thought about it, I was like, I'm going to have to, like, cut her. I don't want to say cut because I don't like using that word. But I just decided to just, like, let it go because I felt like he was looking for just a little fling, something that I wasn't looking for. You know, I'm looking for something serious, hence Jordan. So I'm asking Messy for advice about it because it was just really bothering me. I was just like, you know, I was just really in that stage where I was just really lonely, and I felt like the dude that I was talking to in a friend group, I felt like he was just throwing it back in my face, like, you know, and at the same time, he would just, you know, just treat me like I just didn't exist or whatever. And we didn't do anything intimate or whatever. So, but you don't need to be intimate or whatever with somebody to, you know, like that person or care about the person. I had feelings for him, and it was more than just, you know, feeling some type of way about each other. I consider him a friend, so it's even more weird and awkward. And you know, I was kind of lonely, so this is way before me and Jordan started like really talking. And she just started getting on me. She was just like, girl, you, what you mean, like, you want, why you turn him down, like, what you mean, like, you asking advice about why you turn down a white boy, but you over here appropriating a Barbie shirt, like you wearing pink. And I was just like, what do you mean appropriating a Barbie shirt? What does that mean? Anybody can wear a Barbie shirt. What? So I was just like, like, what are you talking about? She was just like, yeah, like, you just, like, she just started getting super loud to the point where people in the back can hear us, people in the front, the people at the desk can hear us. The one dude is walking behind us and he's laughing at the conversation. She was just like, yeah, like, you dressing up for Halloween. You claim you don't celebrate Halloween, but you got a whole Barbie out. You dressed up like Barbie. And I said, girl, how am I dressed up like Barbie because I have a Barbie shirt on? I said, that's not dressing up like Barbie. And trust me, even though I don't celebrate Halloween and stuff or whatever, I can do a little costume. And if I'm going to dress up like Barbie, I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm going to do it right, boo-boo, okay? Put all these Barbies to shame. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And if I did dress up or whatever for a costume, I wouldn't dress up as Barbie. I would dress up as a Bratz doll because everybody knows I'm a Bratz girl. I love Barbie, but come on. I got mentality and fashion of a Bratz, okay? So I would never dress up like Barbie. I would always dress up like a Bratz. If I did celebrate Halloween or if I did want to dress up, I would dress up as a Bratz. So you look stupid, okay? So I was just like, you know, telling her, like, what are you talking about? I don't celebrate Halloween, and this is not a costume. Girl, we at work. I said, if everybody else want to dress up, that's fine, but this is how I dress all the time. I've always dressed up and dressed, you know, I have a different style than most girls do. And she was just like, you just dressing up like that. She just started being loud and being funny. And so the dude behind us is walking and he's laughing like laughing. And I look back because it's like, who are you? Like, mind your business. Why are you even listening to our conversation, you weirdo? Like, keep walking. It ain't nothing that damn funny. Just shut up and keep walking. So, Messy turns around and was like, don't laugh at her. Don't laugh at her. And I was like, well, Messy, obviously you wanted her to laugh because you being super loud. We was just talking low, whatever. Why did you get all loud when we get around a bunch of people? Like, why are you drawing attention to yourself? Like, that's what I felt like. I felt like she would always try to embarrass me or put me on the spot or draw attention to us. And it's like, what you doing all that for? And where did all that that was so random. Where did that come from? Like, I just feel like she just tried to play with me. And that whole night, I kind of was like feeling self-conscious because, you know, I'm already going through something. I already going through a vulnerable time. My anxiety is already high. You're being a weirdo. You've been doing all this manipulative, sneaky stuff. I already had this feeling you talking crap about me. and now you didn't talk about my outfit. And one thing about Messy is that I confided her a lot about, does my face look okay? Does my outfit look okay? Does my hair look okay? Um, and I felt like the insecurities and stuff and the low self-esteem that I had at the time, she would definitely prey on that and use it to her advantage and try to knock me down when she did. And I felt like that's what she was doing in that moment. Like, here I am, I'm sort of, trying to put myself up, not feeling my best, but I'm still pushing through like I always do. And she's making fun of my, you making fun of my outfit. So now I was just like, do I look like a little 12-year-old or something? Like, do am I dressed funny or whatever? Like, does my hair look funny? Like, do I look ugly? Like, why is she going in on me like that? And I started feeling bad the rest of the night, because I was like, now, I'm looking in the mirror again. I'm looking at my face. I'm looking at stuff like that. Like, is she making fun of my outfit? Is she like, what's going on? So after a while, once we're walking back, I checked her. I'm sorry. I said, you need to chill. Like, you're doing too much, Messy. Stop it. I said, you going in, you talk about my outfit like you trying to be funny. You trying to be loud in front of people. Like, what you trying to do? Because at that point, I was irritated. I don't want to lose my job for punching her in her face. But it's like, I'm that type of person. It's either I hit you or I have to distance myself from you. And I felt like it was getting to that point. Like, I don't want to knock this girl upside her head and have her face down, booty up in one of the trash cans. So it's like, you got to get it together, baby. What are you doing? Because you're being weird right now. You're being weird, okay? And she was just like, whoa, like, I feel like you're a little overwhelmed. I feel like you're just being a little defensive. She just straight up like gaslit me. Like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she definitely was like, you was giving like she was gaslighting. And it's like, don't be a weirdo and do all the stuff that you've been doing for the past few weeks and then try to blame it on me and make it seem like I'm defensive. And that was just a pattern with her. Whenever I would check her, correct about something, it was like, whoa, calm down. Like, whoa, like, really? Like, it's like, it was just beginning to be too much. And she was just like, she just trying to calm me down. And she was just like, oh, we cool, we good. I said, we're good. It's just like, like, come on. And she was just like, she said, I'm just gonna go to back to work or whatever. She said, like, I'll see you later, whatever. We'll see each other. And I said, yeah, like, okay. Even though that's still in the back of my mind, to the point where I was asking, like, around, like, I even asked, my mom and stuff, like, am I tripping? Am I going overboard? And my mom was just saying, Courtney, you can be a little bit sensitive at times. But, yeah. I asked my sisters or whatever, and she said, yeah, some people have different ways of like joking and stuff like that, but at the same time, they were just like, I don't know. I felt like, but then my mom and my sisters, they be kind of doing little funny stuff on the side too, being, with the smart comments, and they think that mess is normal, and it's not. So, I just was like, I'm kind of second guessing, and I would ask people, like, am I tripping or whatever? And it was just like, what is that girl talking about? Why would she say that? Because it's random. And it just kept being weird stuff after weird stuff. And, it turns into me giving her rides and stuff whenever we would, like, get into it or something. I'd be like, I'm still trying to, like, break the ice or whatever. But it got to a point where I felt like she was kind of using me. My thing with me is, if we're friends or whatever, or if I know you, if you're riding me around, unless I don't have any money or I really don't have anything, I will always offer gas money. Just where I come from, coming from Baltimore, it's respectful, and it's just the polite thing to do. Somebody taking time out of their day to drive you around, that's like taking a cab or something, and you don't pay the cab driver. I just drove you all the way out to so-and-so. That's like an hour, 2 hours away, and you can't even offer some gas money. And, she's all the way on the other side of town. And I think, I was in my apartment at this time. So I live all the way in Hagerstown. She lives all the way on the other side of, like, Martinsburg. So it's like, I don't mind doing it, but don't take advantage of somebody that's, taking the time out of their day to help you and do that for you. And I guess she thought, oh, because we're friends, like, you supposed to drive me around. You supposed to do this and that. And I noticed when I would start telling her, like, you going to have gas money next time? Like, you going to you want to have this or whatever? You have a couple dollars that I could put in my tank, because I have bills and stuff I have to pay, and I put gas in my tank, and that gas ain't cheap. So if I'm driving you, around or whatever, and I even asked my sisters and stuff for advice, and my sister was like, that heifer will be, I would have kicked that heifer right out my car. That heifer will be walking or getting a ride for somebody else, because she not about to be riding my car and she ain't offering no gas ever. I don't think so. So I was like, oh, okay, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This is where I come from. I don't know. But I just started noticing she stopped like wanting rides from me, and I guess it would be easier to hop in with another person, get a ride from them. I don't know if she was giving them gas or if she wasn't, or maybe they was giving her a free ride. Maybe she just wanted a little free ride or something. But I was like, oh, okay. So I noticed that she started acting funny after that. And even then, we would see each other in passing at work and stuff like that. It got to a point where she would just act like she didn't see me, or she would just be smiling and going about her business, or just being weird, just doing little funny stuff. So I was like, okay, I've let you slide 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, too many times at this point. Like, it's out of control now. It's too much now. Now you're being a weirdo. You're being weird. Like, no, it's too many strikes that I've given her, too many passes I've gave her. So after all that, she approached me, like, I think it was like a week later, maybe a couple of days later. I guess the girl that she had fell out with, she confronted that girl and asked her, because she told me, she said, I asked her, I said, why did you not want to be friends with me no more? And the girl was just saying, because you manipulate me and you gaslight me. And you did all this X, Y, and Z pretty much. I don't remember exactly, but, and I was just like, dang, this girl, she's speaking some of the stuff I was speaking to her. So that's just crazy how our situations are similar like that. And if more than one person is telling you that, especially using that word, I don't like to just use the word for everybody, that gaslighting word, but I feel like it's very common over the past year or two with the people that I've encountered, like as far as friendships, relationships, even family. Like, it's just like, why do I always have to be manipulated and gaslighted into feeling, having my feelings being invalidated? Like, my feelings don't matter. Like, I don't matter as a person. Like, how much more am I supposed to take? I'm supposed to just sit there and just let you treat me anyway, talk to me any kind of way, talk about me like a dog behind my back, and we supposed to just smile in each other's face and pretend like we friends or whatever. Like, stop it, come on. So so at that point I just was like, yeah, but she was just like, yeah, that kind of triggered me, because the last time me and you had gotten to it or whatever, kind of, you had said that, you used that word gaslighting, and she was like, do you think that I was gaslighting you? And I was just like, Courtney, here's your time to tell this girl, yes, you gaslighting, even though I already told her that. But I was just like, I don't know why, what made me say like, no, like, I don't know, maybe because I kind of felt bad, me feeling bad, because she obviously feels bothered by it. But then again, when I look back, it's like, you're bothered by it and you're triggered by it because more than one person is telling you this, and this is something you're doing, and you're trying to pretend like you're not doing it, you're being weird or whatever. So she was just like, okay, like, I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm just thinking like, girl, you are tripping. You're crazy. You messy, you're weird, and you're crazy. It's something seriously wrong with you. But that girl wasn't lying, And it's just crazy how much me and that girl had in common, how our situations were similar, because here we are trying to be a friend of somebody, thinking, somebody is out riding for us like we're riding for them, and they just switch up and start acting weird out of nowhere. So after we had that conversation, it still was weird. It was almost like she wanted me to speak to her first. And mind you, I don't care if I speak to you first or if I don't speak to you, whether we're friends, whether we're not. If we're respectful of each other or we're cordial and we know each other and we don't have any issues, I will speak to you. But if you don't speak to me or you act like a weirdo, don't expect me to keep handing out highs and hellos and hey and good mornings, because I'm going to give them to people that actually deserve them and actually, need them. Like, it's people out there that really could use that positivity and that, that love and that good energy, those good vibes. And I'm wasting it giving it to a weirdo or a stranger, somebody who don't even appreciate it, or somebody who's supposed to be my friend who wants to make it a contest about who says hi first. I can't stand girls like that. I cannot stand guys like that. And 9 times out of 10, if you do stuff like that, I don't want to be friends with you, because who does that? Why is this a contest? Why is this a competition about who says hi first? If we cool and I love you, I'm going to embrace you regardless. Like, that's just what it is. But if you're giving off that weird energy, I don't want to, I'm not going to keep giving it to you. I'm going to give it to somebody who actually needs it and somebody who's deserving of it. So at this time, it just was like that. It just became a trying to fake and just pretend, try to do little stuff or whatever. And then it got to a point where we just weren't speaking anymore. And I guess she started talking crap about me, honey, because after that, by the time I had got with Jordan, it was so much stuff being talked about me. It was like, and then I tried to be cool with her again, and she still was being a weirdo behind my back the whole time, and I should have never, ever refriended her. But that's pretty much what it was. I ended up blocking her on Snapchat. I blocked her on Facebook. I think I unblocked her though. I don't even think I blocked her on Facebook. I think I just unfriended her. And then Instagram, I unfriended her or whatever, because I'm not doing that. We clearly are friends. Delete the number on my contact list. I don't have time for that. You playing games. You be doing all this weird stuff, trying to play in my face, trying to embarrass me. Not to mention the fact that she was trying to make him googly eyes at a guy that I was, interested in or whatever, and I thought was interested in me. And I'm not going to fight over a guy with you or whatever, but if you know your homegirl or your friend or whatever likes somebody or is interested in somebody or dating somebody, why would you want to, it's too many guys out there. I feel like, and not to mention the dude in the friend group or whatever, she will always be talking crap about him, saying he's ugly and insecure and miserable, but at the same time be saying he's cute and stuff like that. So you're getting on me for talking to him and everything, but you always saying he's cute, he's daddy, he's this and that. So it's like, it's just too many. It was just too many red flags for her, and I ain't got time for it. I don't got time for it. So it was just given. She was low key a hater. She was very messy. She was weird, very weird. Still weird to this day. Still messy, and I just don't have time for that. I'm too good of a person for that. I'm too real of a person for that. I don't deserve anything like that. I don't care if I'm rocking by myself, walking alone. I will never be that chick that's just hanging around a bunch of people, being fake with them like they're being fake with me, and we're all just supposed to be friends. That's not a friend. She was a low-key, undercover hater from the beginning. And once again, me being in a vulnerable position, I just allowed myself to think that anybody is your friend, but never again. I see the red flags. I see the signs you're being weird, whether I know you or not. You're done, and that's it. So, yep, that's pretty much it for this story time or whatever. I just had to cut her off or whatever, pretty much. And, yeah, don't ever settle for anything, or don't ever make anybody, invalidate your feelings, especially if they're doing the weird stuff, don't ever let anybody manipulate you or make you feel bad or compromise your morals, your values, your feelings, anything. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, because you're not going to end up happy. You're just going to end up miserable while everybody else is happy, or pretending to be happy, or walking around living their best life, and you're just sitting there being miserable, taking it all. It's not worth it. Life is too short. And guess what? Ever since I cut her off and cut that friend group, I've been nothing but happy. No problems. And life isn't perfect. You're going to have your moments, but I'd rather have those little moments than have that moment every single time and just be miserable. It's not worth it. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for watching and tuning in. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and run them likes up, run them subscribers up. Stop being weird and stop viewing it because the views don't match the likes. And yeah, make sure you also check out my TikToks or whatever. I will be posting more TikToks and more vlogs and more content soon. I'm definitely going to be posting some more videos and stuff this week. So stay tuned. And yeah, I'm out. Mwah.